Okay. All right, you guys, for this one, I'm going to show you how to do pencil and show you how to do pencil with pen. So both in the same one. So I'm going to go right here, and again, I am going to create my rectangle or square first. So if you notice, I line this up, and this one lines up, that line right there, so that means I have a 90-degree angle. I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to do, we'll do a 3 by 2. Okay. I'm going to rotate this around. And if you notice, I'm going to line this up on my 2 line. And then I'm going to look over here. I'm going to see that this edges up. If this looks like a 90-degree angle to you, I'm then going to, give me a sec. I'm actually going to do this. It looks a little off to me. Okay, close enough. All right, I'm going to line this up. Because I'm doing pencil, you guys, if I have overlapping lines, it's not a big deal because I can erase. Okay, so there you go. Just gonna clean up my edges real quick. All right, so here we go. Now that I've done that, I'm gonna take my circle and I'm gonna again do my overlapping shapes. This creates the illusion of space and depth. Okay, and again, I'm gonna clean that up. Now, just like you did with your colored pencils, I am going to, I'm going to start like this, okay? Or in the middle. Oh, my squares, I forgot. I'm going to go like this as a guide. Okay. And then I'm just going to kind of go like this. And I'm going to go softer, okay? And I'm going to kind of fade it in, just like we did with that rectangle to make it look like a pyramid from the top. I'm going to see, when my pencil gets a super sharp point, break the tip. All you do is break your tip. And then when I shade like this, you guys, I get a darker line. Okay, it's easier to stay with the form or go with the lines. Always color with the lines, okay? And then I'm just gonna go like this, and I'll go lighter, lighter. Move back, okay? And then see right here, I'm gonna go back over. See how I moved my hand closer to the edge? And I'm gonna do another layer. I'm gonna make it super kind of dark right here. Press a little harder. And then if you go over in layers, you guys, you're going to just get it darker. And like this one, I think I'm gonna do the same thing. Go a little further up, okay? Because then you want it to kind of match. All right, I'm now gonna move right here. Again, my tip's getting too sharp, so I'm gonna go back. See, and if you want to use a number 2 pencil, you do not want to use mechanical pencils. Mechanical pencils are good for line drawings, but not for shading. Because when you shade, you get more surface area, and it's smoother, and it doesn't indent the paper. So here we go. Okay, and now I'm gonna rotate. I'm gonna do it again. And follow the form. Look, do you guys kind of see the pyramid? So I went a little bit darker right here, so if I go a little dark, I'm just gonna kind of erase back on the top of my eraser. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna add more layers. I'm gonna press a little harder. But because I have my pencil like the way I am, the way I'm holding it, it will not indent the paper, okay? There we go, okay? Now that I've done that, I'm gonna get my Q-tip and I'm gonna shade. Had to walk away. So I'm going to use my Q-tip right here. And I'm going to blend again following the form. Okay. I'm going to rotate. If it gets too much on my Q-tip, I'm going to rotate my Q-tip. Okay. Now if you notice, you can see those lines. So I'm going to go back and smooth out my lines. Okay. If you want, you can even kind of just smooth them out. Nobody will notice with the Q-tip. And now I have a nice blended form or form. If you want, you can always do the actual lines if you want to make it look like, but I would do them last, make it look like a pyramid from the top. And you can always go back and you can just kind of erase a little bit to give your light, your medium, and your dark. Because here's my light. And it just, this is where the light's touching first, okay? And if you notice, I do not use my my finger to shade. You never use your finger to shade, okay? And then I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna add that line. This is quick sketch, you guys, not my best. And there you go. Looks like a pyramid from the top. All right. And if you want, you can soften out your lines. It's kind of cool. So now that's that one. Lastly, I'm going to come right here and I'm going to do the same thing with my circle. All right. This is, you always start with your, with pencil, you start with your darkest, okay? And if you notice, I'm rotating my paper around, following the form, okay? My point's getting too sharp, so I'm gonna go back. Okay, see, I don't use that part, that's on top, okay? So I'm gonna leave it alone. And then I'm gonna do the same thing. Okay, and as long as I go over my darks, it'll always be a shade darker. Oops, okay. And I do it, when I do my circles, I do it in like a circular motion. Okay. Because it always makes it a little darker. And then see how far my hand is away from the pencil tip, and if you notice, I'm doing circular motions, okay? And then I'm gonna go super light. I even move my pencil further away, okay? And then I barely, and I'm even gonna leave this part white, okay? Because I have my Q-tip, and that's got shading on it already. I'm gonna go for my dark in, okay? And it blends it so smooth. Okay, you don't want to go into that square because when you blend, you can see how a person blends. And then see, I kind of do it in a circular motion. If I'm doing a circle, I'm doing a circular motion, and then I'm just going to go back. Okay. I might just switch over and just kind of blend it out, and there you go. All right, so there's that. And then for my pen, if I want, all right, I'm gonna test my pen out. I'm gonna use my pen just like I did with the other one, so I'm gonna kinda get it going. I'm gonna use my pen just like I did with my black colored pencil. It's just gonna be some detail. Sometimes it's easier to do the pen first and then add the shading of the pencil, but whatever. I'm gonna go like this. All right, and if I want, okay, I can even kind of just just where it needs to be the darkest. Sometimes if this happens and I have to go like this, because you do have to kind of have your pen straight up and down like this, almost like you're writing, but I do it lightly, okay? You see how it works? And then I come back. Notice I do put a pen over the pencil shading. You don't want to get on here, you'll get smudges. Okay, if I want, I can always go lightly. Okay. There you go, if you want. And then the same with the circle. That's all you do, and that's how you do that.